Good evening, YouTube. It is I, the new me in 2010. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I am back to do another cooking video as I promised. Tonight I am going to be cooking some salmon. It's brown sugared mustard glazed salmon, and I'm going to do some broccoli sauteed in butter and garlic. Okay, so let's get it cracking. All right, so I have here 2 pieces of salmon that I've already washed, and we're going to prepare our paste for the salmon. So I have a bowl to mix it all in. So we're going to take our ingredients, which includes a half a teaspoon of pepper, black pepper, a teaspoon of salt, a pinch of red pepper, and a tablespoon of brown sugar. This is the Splenda brown sugar that I showed you in a previous video. Okay. So you got all the little bowls out of the way. Also to this, we are going to add 1.5 tablespoons of the recipe calls for canola oil, but we know we don't do canola oil. We're going to do olive oil instead. So this is my half tablespoon. Okay. Then I have my whole tablespoon here. Okay. And then it also calls for a tablespoon of mustard. I just had some Dijon mustard in the refrigerator that we're going to use. Okay. Ooh, now it's going all over the place. All right, so we're going to do a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Okay. So now we have all of the ingredients to make our paste in our bowl. So I'm going to get just a little spatula and also my brush to brush it on the salmon. Okay. Okay, so we're mixing that paste up together. We're going to mix that nicely. And then we're also going to add just a little extra salt to the fillets. See if I can pull my camera down some more. Okay, there we go. Now you can see the fillets. It was one solid piece, and I just cut it in half to kind of make 2 servings. Since I'm the only one in the house that eats fish, because the mister is allergic. So I don't cook it very often, but I'm going to have fish today because he is out of town. Alright, so we're going to liberally season our fish on both sides. Alright, a little salt on that side. Okay, now we're going to turn this over, and then we're going to spread our paste, smear our paste onto the flesh side of the fish. Okay. little brush out here. And do it that way. There we go. That's better. It's better to use the brush than the spatula. Okay. That went on a little better. Okay. So I'll have one piece for dinner and possibly take the other one to work for lunch tomorrow. Okay. Let's get all of our paste onto the salmon, like so. While you're prepping your fish, you need to turn your oven on 400 degrees and let it start warming up. Because what we're going to do is we're going to sear it on top of the stove and then finish it off in the oven at 450 degrees. Okay, so I'm going to take this over to the stove and I'll bring you along with me. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, so I've already sprayed my pan with some cooking spray. Alright, so we're going to let that heat up and we're going to put a little olive oil. Alright, and this I don't want to cooperate. You're clicking, but you're not ticking. Alright. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Had to go old school and find a toothpick to light the eye. Okay. So now we're going to add a little olive oil to our pan once it's heated. Okay, so once the pan gets heated, we're going to add the olive oil. Okay. So we're going to add a little olive oil. Okay. Let's coat our pan real nice and let that heat up. And then what we're going to do is, while we're waiting on that, I guess I'll talk to you. We're going to, like I said, we're going to take the fish skin side down and let it get golden brown. And then we're going to flip it and pop it in the oven and let it finish cooking. While that is in the oven cooking, we're going to work on our broccoli. I've been craving fresh broccoli the last couple of weeks, so I got a small bunch of broccoli that I already cut and have in the colander draining, and then we're just going to saute some butter and garlic with the broccoli. Just a simple little meal, not too much today. And the one thing I did forget to put in our paste, we needed, this what happens. We needed some garlic. Luckily, I keep minced garlic in the fridge. Now you want to add 2 cloves to the paste for your fish. But since I've already put my paste on, I'm just going to put some on top of my fish. Just going to shake it on top of there since I didn't get it into the paste that we made. Where's my little brush? So I can kind of even that out. So you can see what I just did. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, my tripod is acting crazy today. Ah. Alright. So all I did was add some minced garlic on top of the fish, because we should have mixed 2 cloves of chopped garlic in with the paste that we have on here. But charge it to my head, I just got in and decided let me knock this recipe on out. Alright, so let's see if our olive oil. Okay, so our pan is nice and ready. So we're going to put our fish into the pan. Okay, so now we have our fish going. Then I'm going to come over here. While that's browning, I'm going to start with my broccoli. And I'm going to get some butter. I'll turn this pan on. Alright. And so I just got in and decided to come on in and get this recipe knocked out. I got my 30 minutes of cardio in. I went for a walk today at work to get that done. So once I finish doing this little recipe, I can catch up on some reading or watch a movie or something before I have to get ready to do it all over again tomorrow. Alright, so I have my pan warming here. Just going to put some butter in the pan. Because it has some fresh broccoli. I'm getting water on the floor. Having accidents in the kitchen. And as I've mentioned before, Tuesdays are my weigh-in days. So hopefully, when I get up in the morning, I weigh every Tuesday morning anyway. So I'm going to try to do a video of my weigh-in the morning to see what kind of progress I've made. I did cheat and get on the scale this morning, so I have made a little dent in the progress category. So let's hope the numbers still stay the same tomorrow morning. I was fighting a little stomach bug this past weekend, so I was eating a lot of clear liquids, you know, a lot of soups and things, and drinking Powerade and things like that. So that may have helped the number on the scale as well. So we will see. Okay, so I'm gonna let my garlic kind of brown a little bit. You can see we have just a little bit of garlic in the pan. And nowadays, I just really love fresh vegetables. I never do too many canned vegetables. I can do frozen versus canned, but now I really like fresh broccoli, fresh green beans, cabbage and collard greens and things like that, and spinach. Frozen will work in a pinch, but I would prefer to have it fresh and just give it a light saute and don't. Okay, I have some runaway broccoli here. You're getting right back in that pan. You can't run away from the heat broccoli. And I only like broccoli florets. If I do buy broccoli frozen, I never buy the chopped broccoli because I don't like the stems of the broccoli. Okay, so I'm just going to saute my broccoli in the garlic and butter, and I'm going to season it with a little salt and pepper. And once I do that, I'm going to put a little salt and pepper on here. I'm going to check on the fish. Just a little salt, not too much. So yes, the plan is to do a weigh-in video in the morning. And that shouldn't be too big of a problem because I have a doctor's appointment in the morning, so I won't have to rush off to work. Alright. So our fish is getting nice and golden brown. I'm just going to flip it. Okay. So we just flipped it, and we're going to stick it in the oven to finish cooking. Alright. See, that's a quick and easy to do. And instead of putting water in my broccoli, I'm going to add a little chicken broth. I always keep chicken broth on hand. And then we sauteed it in the butter and the garlic, and we're just going to let it kind of soften up in the chicken broth, which gives it additional flavor. But we don't want to cook it so long that all the flavor, all the green and vibrance of the nutrients of the broccoli is cooked out. Okay? So I'm going to put a lid on that, and I'll be back as soon as the fish comes out the oven. As soon as the fish comes out the oven and the broccoli is done. Okay, I am back. The fish is out of the oven, and I'm getting ready to take it out of the pan. If you're using a pan and it does not have a heat safe handle, make sure you use a rag or a pot holder. I took it out the oven with the rag. Then I got ready to turn the skillet around and grabbed it with my hand. I think I'm going to buy me some heat safe gloves when I'm cooking in the kitchen. That might need to be added to my inventory so that I don't hurt myself. The fish is smelling really, really, really good. And it looks really delicious. Oh, okay. I'm having all type of malfunctions. I was trying to make a cute plate, but that didn't work that way. Just a nice, pretty color. Alright. So our fish is done. I'm going to put this over in the sink out of my way. Okay. So that is our fish. And then I have my broccoli. Now I can grab the broccoli because it has not been in the oven. So I am going to make me a small plate here. I'm going to get a piece of the salmon. All right. Uh-oh. What's that? Okay, so we have a piece of the salmon. Maybe some of the broccoli. Now you could add some mashed cauliflower with it. If you're not eating keto, you can add some potatoes with this to complete your meal. But I'm going to slice up my lemon. All right. Kind of finish that plate. A nice little wedge of lemon. And a nice little wedge of lemon to the plate. Okay, so here you have it. Let's go back over here to the counter. Uh-oh. All right. So we have our nice little plate of brown sugared mustard glazed salmon with garlic, butter, broccoli. And we're going to give it a taste. Okay. By the salmon. Delicious. But I think I'm more excited about the broccoli than I am the fish. I told you I'm having a craving for broccoli. Delicious. Okay, so that's the end of our cooking video for this evening. As I said, tomorrow, Tuesday, will be my weigh-in video and update chat. And maybe later on in the week, I'll do a what's in my lunch bag. So I know there's 2 designated videos I'm going to do at least a week. One cooking video and one update video. So I hope you all have a great evening. Try this recipe if you would like, or just give me your feedback. Thumbs up and subscribe. Have a good evening. See you later. Bye.